Hey, welcome back to Vice Grip Garage. It's sick week. Actually, it's day 0. It starts tomorrow, but well, we're already broke down. Great. Grand. Well, we just got teched in today, finished registration, bombed around a little bit, got some food, came back to the track, got all of our stuff out of the trucks like we're supposed to in preparation for the meeting tomorrow. We're getting ready to leave, and my buddy's Chad Camaro, she's giving us fits. We had a spring axle alignment issue. Let me show you what's going on. Look at this beautiful Camaro smokehouse. Unfortunately, this tire got back here into the quarter panel, ate up some paint. I hate to see that. It's a relatively easy fix if we had the parts. See what happened here? Well, let me show you. There's this pin here that holds the leaf pack together traditionally. This is the bottom leaf. And that bolt just sheared right off. And it allowed basically the spring perch to slide back on the spring until the tire got into here. He didn't have this issue ever, but he's now running radials on it, drag radials, and well, you find the weak points. And he's only got like a, what is it, a 500 something cubic inch big block?
468.
Oh, 468. Yeah, only. So, but we're blessed that this happened here and not on the track, that's for sure. So there's a few people left here tonight. We're going to try to knock this out, get a bolt in here, and get this all patched back together and bolted up so we can get to the motel and back to the track tomorrow. Then we can decide if we want to go further and or even find the exact replacement pin and get this patched up. The other one over there is bending too, so we're going to have to address that at some point.
It already moved.
Did it go?
One little pop.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Been working on that for a while.
Yeah, look at that. That's wild.
Jeez.
So we could probably find something just to get you to the motel tonight, but we're gonna need some fine thread and like grade 8 or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Which tells you, like you said, the other side's doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, we can actually see the bottom. It's like hanging out at like an angle like this. So it's ready to shear off. So I'm glad we are dealing with this tonight. He didn't wrap his axle off at the starting line tomorrow because this thing scoots. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is probably end up taking a bolt out of one of the seats of the other cars because those are grade 8, and get this thing together, and we might be able to, I think that's Clater checking his 2-steps over there. We might be able to find the actual, I don't know what to call these, spring perch pin, and get this thing put together right tomorrow at some point. Well, we got her back together with the grade 8 bolt right now. It's not the right rounded pin head, but there's a poly bushing in here that has some forgiveness. That's going to get us through the night, and then we'll pick up that leaf spring pack bolt tomorrow. I think there's a couple different stores that actually carry just a generic one. And first thing in the morning, we'll pull this axle up and replace both sides and get it tied in. But this will get us back to the motel anyway. All right, we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. We've got driver's meeting and the first passes for Vanishing paint this season, plus Monte Carlo with the LS1 and Chad's Camaro. It's going to be a good time. Good morning from beautiful Orlando. Officially day 1 this morning. Getting the cars all loaded up with luggage and everything like that. Then we're going to head over to Orlando Speed World, get through our driver's meeting, and put some passes down. This is going to be a lot of fun because this car's never been down the quarter mile before. That's a 468 big block. Beautiful car. Chad's going to be driving that. We've had Vanishing paint down the track. Well, we made a few changes. Let's see what happens there. And these are our friends Heidi and Eric, and they're going to be driving Monte Carlo. And Heidi's first, is this your first ever drag racing pass?
Yeah.
Yeah? She's just jumping all the way and gonna do a drag and drive. So that's good. Yeah. That's gonna be a lot of fun. See what the LS1 does compared to the supercharged 400 that was in it. And that'll be kind of cool because it's the same exact rear wheels, the same exact rear gear. It might be a little lighter with the aluminum engine and stuff like that, but that'll be fun to compare both of those. We're throwing the stickers on, stuff like that. Gonna check some oils and quick go over to the track here. Good morning, Vanishing Paint. Oh, that didn't sound good. This is the most cold-blooded car we own. Big Brock Chevrolet fired right up. There we go. Oh. Gonna grab some gas, some coffee. See you guys at the track. I'm about to fall out. Just ignore that. My favorite cars every year. This thing's more of a show car. Well, it's both. It's a show car and a race car. You got a new Terpski, didn't you? Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful Nova. Then,
Yeah, I got the batteries on.
we got McFlurry over here. You got to see these levers. Moses sandals. Got the Lenco. They're running the Haltech in this unit. So that's the same unit that El Toro had. There's the boost controller and all that. Pretty sweet setup. Well, we heard this morning there's 300 and some cars or drivers registered, which is really, really cool. If you haven't heard of Sick Week, it's kind of like Drag Week or Race Week. It's 5 cities, 5 days, which means 5 different tracks. You have to race down the drag strip, turn in a time slip, and then drive to the next city and track. No pushing, pulling, hauling, towing. You have to haul all your tools and materials on your own vehicle, whether it's a trailer or just up on the roof like we're doing here. First thing we got to do this morning is get Chad's Camaro patched up. We limped her to the motel last night with that pin in the spring, so we're going to get that addressed, and that's already on drag radios. Get Vanishing Paint on drag radios, and then just go through the fluids and basic checklists. We're in D class, which is going to run later today, but I guess they're going to change it up every day. So we got to kind of be on our toes, so to speak. But everything's going great so far. Monte Carlo, the Monte Barro, is doing excellent thus far. Heidi's doing great wheeling that. So far it's been a great day. So this year, this is so much easier with the roof rack instead of pulling a trailer. So the Monte and the Camaro over here are running Nitto 555, I think they're R2s, which is like a DOT street radio. And then we're running the Hoosier DR2s over here on the Challenger. This is the same tire that I ran on Independence that did really great. So we're gonna run them on this one as well. But this is what they look like off the car. They're nice tires. And this is after last year's Sick Week as well. There's still plenty of compound left. So it's gonna be interesting to see if your Camaro hooks up with them now.
I think it's gonna make a big difference.
Yeah. We got them. This is what we need. Fine thread, round top, and this is gonna go through there. Hold the leaf spring together. We can get this all patched up. We're gonna do both sides. Well, Chad is. Technically, I can't help him now that the event started. His co-pilot can help him. But we're gonna do both of these for peace of mind and safety. The other one was crooked in there, but it looked okay-ish. But we're gonna go ahead and replace it. New grade 8 hardware. We're gonna take a gander on the sparkulator here, see what it's doing. Trying to decide if we're gonna jump into the fuel, make it happen today, or we're gonna do that tomorrow. We got a short drive, well, short. It's like 2.5 hours today. So yeah, so it's a shorter day, so we might just try to get to the other track and deal with it there. We'll see what this looks like here in a minute. So C-Class is rolling into staging lanes right now. We're after this one. There's quite a few cars in this class. Unfortunately, there's been some accidents today. Everyone's okay, thankfully. But it slowed the day down a little bit, which is understandable, cleaning the track. We'll probably be running a little bit later into the day, and then we still got like over 2 hours back roads through Florida. It's actually going to be really fun and relaxing tonight, as long as we don't have any issues. You know what I mean? But we're ready to rock. We're just waiting for our class to be called here. Sparkly bass boat. You put a blower on it and it's a manual. That car has exhaust on it, I guess. Got Cooper in his LS swap Mustang. Wow, that wagon's fast. Here goes Heidi to get in the lane. This is going to be her first quarter-mile pass, first drag race ever. She's a little nervous, but I think she's got it. We practiced last night a little bit on the trans brake and doing a burnout. But the fun thing is, that's what's great about Sick Week, is you've got professionals, you've got novices, you've got beginners, and it doesn't matter. Everybody's supporting everybody. And she's going to be able to improve her time over the week. That's the whole plan anyway. I'm going to hang back and wait. Chad and Heidi are going up there so I can kind of watch and help if need be. And then we'll jump the VP in here towards the end so I can get back to my car and then make our pass. There's a lot of people in this group. Awesome cars. This is the D class, which is basically everyone's here to have fun and just run what they brung, basically. We got a few irons and they're sick. Someone put some oil down on the track, and then the Zamboni went to clean it up, and then the Zamboni done threw some rods all over the track. So the track's been down for like an hour, maybe. But we're back up and running. We're right back here in line. Gonna go check on Chad. He's gonna be the first one in our group running today. See what this beautiful Camaro can do. All right, man, have fun. I think that might be Sam out there in the Blazer.
This is their getaway truck built by Justin Keys out of Killer.
Oh, Justin. Wow, a 12.4. Wow.
I believe it updates on 400. Running up against the BT Cruiser.
Vanishing paint ran a 1322 at 106. We got some work to do there on the VP. Carburetor issues. I think it is a little too fat, so we're probably going to make an adjustment. Actually, we will make an adjustment for tomorrow. And also on the secondaries, they're vacuum, so we're going to play around with that a little bit. Chad did great. He's in the low 12s already with wheel hop. I think we're going to drop 2 PSI in the rear for him, and maybe a bigger burnout, and he's going to be very low 12s. We might even be able to get him to dip into the 11s. Heidi did great. A little tiny fumble on the start line there, but listen, all the buttons and doodads and everything your first time out, I get it. Everyone starts somewhere. She's going to do just great. She ran down the track, reeled it in at the end, still ran a 16. So tomorrow we all have ways to improve, which is the fun part. So we're all packed up, got the wheels on the roof, everything's jammed in here. Jessica's got, we're like sardines in here right now.
Well, people kept bringing us like more and more stuff too, so it's like, I don't know how we're supposed to fit everything. So,
yeah, we met so many cool people today. Well, maybe we'll show you guys tomorrow. We got a couple signs that were made, things like that. It's so much fun meeting you guys at these events, but now we've got, I'll have to look at the miles. Does it say on there?
I think it's like 100 and... it doesn't say, but I feel like last time I looked it was like 190 something miles. Let me just check.
It's a couple hours, and we have a checkpoint, a couple checkpoints where you have to stop and take a picture of your car to prove that you went down a certain route, because they want everyone to go on the same path to prove that they're street cars that can race, basically. So we're gonna go get fuel and some snacks and start hitting the road. We're gonna bring you guys along for the trip. Rock's holding up good. Sure is nice not having that trailer filling up. Oh hey, we only use 3.4 gallons drag racing. This place is packed. It's the first gas station onto the official route. So it looks like doing all this stuff, then we got to take a photo with the big Toho Marina or Lake Toho Pakalagaga in the background, and then a bunch more drive-ins, and then there's another checkpoint for Woody's Riveroo in the background. The car park is quite tight, so if you have a trailer, good luck. So that's what we're up to tonight, and we're going to end up down by Bradenton, Florida for the race tomorrow. Stay up there. This is supper, I guess, so that's good. Next fuel stop, definitely beef jerky and nacho cheese. It's awesome.
Gross.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
That feller's overheating. And we lost Chad. It was jam-packed traffic here. Did you get hot or fuel?
It was just like it was starting for fuel again, like it was vapor locking, but it's not hot.
Okay. Woo! Yeah. That's so weird. Did a bunch of air come out when you cracked that?
Not really.
Alright, so a guy turned the pressure on the regulator down. I think it was blowing the needle and seat out. It was filling the bowls and just dumping over through the vents. and flooding it out. Because when we'd sit in traffic, we thought at first it might be vapor locking, but when it's just sitting in that Holly pump is running, it was just dumping fuel. Seems to be running much better. Got the floats adjusted, got that adjusted. So we'll cruise like this for a bit, and hopefully that's resolved it.
All right, we just made it to the first checkpoint, which is that place. Got Chad behind us. Heidi and Eric.
Well, we made it to Big Toho's, Marana. I don't know, they put the boats in the waters here. All the people kind of just waiting for traffic to get down, let their cars cool, stuff like that. We just drove through some pretty bumper to bumper stuff. Look at the sunset. Moses, sandals. This water is like glass. They make us travel some pretty cool back roads and things like that. And that's the way I prefer traveling, is turn on avoid highways and get to see stuff like this. Well, this is one of them floaty docks. I better be careful. Beautiful. Fueling up. We picked up Tony Angelo, this Firebird there. We're gonna run about 60 now. He's pretty geared down. 58, 60 is about his top speed, which is, that's a good cruising speed for us anyway, so not worried about it. Nothing. Well, either can you, I guess. We're on the side of the road on the way to checkpoint 2. Tony lost fuel pressure again, and he already changed the pump right before he met us at checkpoint 1. So we're going to go down here and see if we can help. Well, I guess we can technically can't help, but we can lend our brains and see if we can figure out what's going on here. So we think it's a plugged fuel filter. He already changed the pump. There's no pressure at the pressure doohickey changer upper device in the front. So it's pretty common that these filters, it's probably 100 micron, I'm guessing, and they work really, really well. And these are all fresh AN lines and stuff, so it's pretty common to get just some rubber gunk and stuff in there. So especially when you're running all the ponies and stuff. Quick cleanup, we'll be on the road. Well, the filter was plugged. That is now resolved. However, we're still fighting fuel pressure issues. So he's working up there on that.
Nothing happened.
Look at all these misfits. Monte Carlo's doing excellent, getting great fuel mileage. VP's doing okay, Camaro's doing great. He's kind of our fuel gauge. He uses the most fuel. Firebird's back up and running. The regulator was a little plugged up, and now it's back running great. We got Grand National. It looks like a Colorado over there following along, but this should be our last stop tonight. We'll be headed straight to our next checkpoint, and then our motel is like 15 minutes from there, so not too bad. Tom pulled up at 2.0. Streetcar stuff, getting pump gas. Nice puppies.
Good.
Jeez. Last checkpoint. Jessica's freezing. We made it. Yeah, the old heater box didn't quite make it on the checklist. Woody's Riveroo. Looks like there's a lot of folks pulling in this late. Just one of those things, but the cars are running great. All three cars successfully raced in Orlando and have driven to Bradenton, Florida for day 2 tomorrow. Well, that's going to do it for day 1 of Sick Week. Stay tuned. Day 2 is coming very, very soon. Thanks guys for watching. Appreciate it very much.